don't know how many people will be here tonight, but we're going to do a little live tonight, do some questions and answers. I'm going to be missing in action for a few days. Some people might have seen what we loaded up for the week. We got some videos loaded up for the week. Got that Illmatic black Bills hat with the gold emblem on it. You know, this ain't the black and gold like the Pittsburgh Steelers, but it's the black and gold. Let's see if we get some people in here tonight, man. We're going to kick it a little bit. Let me just switch this around just for a second so I get this thing going on here so I can see what's going on. Hopefully some people will come in tonight, man. We'll kick it. We'll do some questions and answers. Talk about all kinds of crazy shit, man. We're going to address, what's going on in Ohio again because I just think it needs to be put out there. I see some people coming in. Give me a second, and we'll get all the way with it, all right? Let me make sure I can get on my channel. I know there's a bunch of Bills fans in here tonight, but, it is what it is. Hit that like button, Mr. Wood. I see you, Donald Armstrong, Corey Ferguson. Man, Corey, where you been at? I ain't seen you in a while, man. Tonight's just a night we're going to kick it a little bit, right? Let me take this right here. I'm sorry about that, but we're in the house. We're in the building right now. Get the comments going. Anyway, let's talk about a couple things tonight, right? This is something that we had talked about before, so got to kind of address this thing tonight, right? Jersey in the building. Glad to see you here. Messages are being held for review. What's going on tonight? Blood on the Razor Wire TV. North Dakota in the building. Matthew King. Easy, Chad. I'm just out 10 years, bro. Hi from Glasgow, Scotland. Hello. I still read your book you sent me. Good stuff. Definitely appreciate you, bro. Glad you enjoy the book. Look, man, just letting people know, man, the Rams are winning it all. Anyway, letting people know, man, that some things are in the works for me to get in this studio. So, I was going to do this. Danielle Goebel, come on with the knowledge. Okay, Danielle. I know Danielle for years. What up, Chad? Much respect from Northern Cali. What's up, brother? We're going to kick it with some people tonight, man. Talk about things that are going on. What up, Chad? Much respect from Northern Cali. Appreciate you being in here. Emerald and Allegheny, Kensington. Definitely dangerous places. Youngstown on the compound. Youngstown, Ohio. One of the most dangerous places I've ever been. Dangerous city, too. Anybody ever been there? I don't want this thing coming on while we're over here, right? But we talked about this thing about Trump. We're going to talk a little bit about Trump first, right? And then we'll talk about Skip, right? 1.5 million, Skip. You're paying that. There's a whole lot of dudes, man. They're like, damn, bro. I don't know, man, if that allegation's true or what. You know what I mean? But we live in a world where people are like, yo, we're going to do this and do that, and we're going to get paid. We're going to get a couple dollars out of this shit. Skip might even lose his job. He didn't lose his job today, did he? Anybody know if Skip Bayless lost his job today? Do the crime, do the time. It is what it is. Trump won't do any time, though. So, look, we talked about, Trump a few months ago, and I'm like, hey, look, just because he's the president, he's still probably in a little bit of danger, right? Will they send him to jail? Probably not. Probation officer's perspective. What's up, man? Go check out probation officer's perspective. Put your link up there, bro, so they can check you out. I think you were on Inmate the other day, right? Still a little bit under the weather, man, but starting to get a little bit better, right? Today's the 6th. Tomorrow's a big day, man. YouTube's probably going to be rocking tomorrow for one specific for a reason, right? Watch the mob content tomorrow. Just pay attention to it. You never know what's going to happen tomorrow. Alabama prisons are treacherous, bro. Yes, they are. Bo Roland, if you've been there and you want to come on and do an interview, let me know, man. 1.5 for Cat. Hell no. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that. But anyway, we'll talk a little bit about Donald Trump, man. First step back. We'll talk about all the stuff that Donald has done that people didn't, understand. Trump will join the... No, he ain't. Come on, Vlog. But it's crazy that the president of the United States is going to go in front of... He's going to go in front of... You want to say hello?
Hello.
Jen's in the house. Say hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
No, I want you to...
I know, I'm kidding.
Anyway, that's Jen. Jen's in the house tonight. I seen you were on Ian Bick. But anyway, it's crazy when the president of the United States is going to go in front of a judge to be sentenced, right? You think, like, never in your wildest dreams did you think this would ever happen. But then Trump's your president, and it's like, hey, anything could happen when Trump's up there, right? There's always people that are going to get pissed off, always people that are going to hate on you. It's what happens, man. Some people despise this dude. A lot of people don't realize all the shit that he did do, right? I don't agree with everything that he says, everything that he does. Todd, cut it out, Todd. Cut it out. You know who the Bills are. You know who they are. They got that potential. But, yeah, I think it's crazy when, the president of the United States is going to go in front of a judge to, pretty much be sentenced for a felony, right? Absolutely outrageous. Do you think Trump's going to jail? If he was a regular dude and he wasn't the president, would he go to jail? Probably not. It's going to be crazy if is the judge going to give him, like, I don't know, man. What do you give the president of the United States? Probation? Probation officer going to be showing up at the White House like, hey, are you Donald Trump? You caught your case in New York. You can't live in D.C. Probation officer will tell you what to do. You have to live at this house. You think that probation officer will be telling him what to do the way that probation, federal probation, and New York State parole tell people what to do? I had a dude, call me today. He's out of Buffalo. He's like, look, man, got in a disagreement with his stepfather. Probation officer, pretty nasty dude, federal probation, pretrial. He's waiting to go to the feds. And I told this kid like a year ago, like, get your life together, man. And now he's like, I could do 36 months standing on your what? Ah, you dirty mother. But he didn't listen, and now he's on his way to federal prison. Gets in a beef with his stepfather, and probation officer says, you get home right now. You got 10 minutes or else I'm putting out a warrant for your arrest, bitch. Whoa, like, what's up, dude? You got in a fight with your stepfather. We're putting the ankle bracelet back on you until you self-surrender. Has Trump ever taken accountability for any of his crimes? Ooh, Rider's at us. Rider ABC 187. Tell me why you hate Trump, man. I want to know. Was hoping my Bengals got in and played you. Chiefs definitely didn't want us in, resting every single starter. You know they didn't want you in there, man. Neither did we. Not after last year, right? Now the Bengals could have been dangerous. But yeah, I just think that we're living in a crazy-ass world, right? Some of the shorts that I've been putting up, some people are like, man, why are you doing this? Because, man, we're doing, what's going on throughout the day, pushing a little bit of the news out there, connecting some of our videos, trying to grow our channel. I am going to get into a studio. We're going to start doing... No, he can't pardon himself. He's convicted at state level. Can only pardon on a federal level. That's right. He can only pardon himself on the federal level. He cannot pardon himself on the state level, right? First convicted felon president. Woo! We're living in a crazy... Boy, I might be your next president. You know what I'm saying? 924C campaign. 18 USC 924C. Come sign up. Not convicted felon. Appreciate your time and knowledge, brother. Well, I appreciate everybody in here, right? We'll do some questions and answers, too. But, yeah, I think that it's absolutely outrageous. What is this judge going to give Trump? Anybody want to weigh in? From this point forward, tell me what are they going to weigh in? Damn, I was going to wear my hat. I can't find it. From my boy in Oklahoma. Mid-Atlantic Construction. Ben Seaborn. That's my partner right there. Hit that like button, man. 180 people in the house. Hit the like button. Don't hurt you one bit to hit that like button, but it might help us out. It might not. I don't know what it's going to do. But anyway, Monday Night Live. We're here tonight. We're kicking it. Trump can pardon himself. No, he can't. No, he can't. He cannot pardon himself on a state crime. He can pardon himself on the federal level, but there's a separation there, right? Federal level, federal, and state. He can't do it. America needs Trump. Ben's a great dude. Yes, Ben is a great dude. 100%, man. Ben helped change my life, man, for real. There's already a panel of judges that are going to overturn the conviction. Possibly. No one knows what's going to happen, right? I think it's safe to say, and you guys know this judge really hates Trump, right? I think it's safe to say that he's probably not going to send the president to jail. What would happen? You live on TikTok? No. But I should start doing some lives on TikTok too, man. We're going to go over there and do some true crime, just, if they don't shut it down, I'm leaving for a few days, for 8 days. I loaded up some videos. Make sure you check them out. Some killer-ass interviews. Interviewed a SAG dude that was about something in the feds. He ends up getting hit in the head, man, and gets 12 staples in his head. But it's a pretty good interview. Dude pretty much turned his life around. Catch that one. Thursday night, I'm going to give it to you real, man. I want you to stick with that video because the dude, man, you're going to see the effects of prison, right? And the dude really drops some knowledge. He gives it to you real, man. Straight up real. He tells you how it really is. Some people might be like, damn, he's all over the place. At times he was. But you know what? I try to rein people back in when they start driving somewhere else. I try to rein them in. You know what I'm saying? A pardon doesn't know. A pardon means you were guilty of said crimes and get a pardon. Still a conviction. No. If you get pardoned, the conviction could be gone. No longer a convicted felon. My good friend Weldon Angelos had 55 years. Trump gave him a pardon. It's over with. He's now eligible to have a pistol permit, all kinds of stuff. Now, if you get clemency, it means you still have a conviction in place, but you got out. You got your time, reduced, or you got out of prison, or maybe you got rid of your probation, or maybe you got rid of your fine, any of those types of things. Even though Biden let them cats off death row, they are still all doing life, right? Probably a stupid question, just asking. It's not a stupid question. Some people don't know. But yes, they're all still doing life. A bunch of them are going to the ADX. And then, you know what? The Federal Bureau of Prisons will determine whether or not they're a threat to public safety. And if they're not a threat, well, a threat, in the BOP. If they're not, then they'll end up, there's a whole bunch of more stuff that goes with that. If they're programming, doing the ADX programming, and they're rehabilitated where they feel that they can, take them and put them back into population, then they'll make it there. I think there's some dudes that probably will never make it back to population, man. I don't know, man, about Ricky, man. If Ricky only had the one murder and not the second one, maybe. Kramer, I don't know. I don't think he'll make it back to population. The more I think about it, I don't think so, man. I know who Gunner and Dubs are. I'm finding it hard to adjust after 10 years, man. It's not easy, man. Life in prison is worse than death. You know what? I feel that way. It's Jeff, Bills fan in the house. Let's go. Go Bills. I got felonies from a state I visited, and they won't take it away. Sometimes these people do vicious things, right? Anyway, we're kicking it tonight. If you need help, Freedom Fighters Paralegal and Prison Consultants, National Paralegal Associates, that's us. You want to get Tommy Reynolds on the show? Yes, we're going to get Tommy on it. Well, you know what? I've had some dudes. I just got a dude out, man, like a week ago, right? Sometimes dudes don't come on, man. Sometimes they don't come on. Sometimes they won't come on. They told me they're going to come on. I got a dude that I really wanted to come on. I think he's a little bit like, bro, he was dedicated to what he was involved in, and maybe he don't want to come on. But I think Tommy will keep his word. Would you ever interview Sammy the Bull? Sammy the Bull would never come on my show. I don't have the money to pay Sammy the Bull. Do we got some guys in here that want to donate and really get this channel to kick off? You want to back the Blood on the Razor Wire TV? We'll start paying some of these people, man, to come on that other people pay, right? I don't pay people, man. We don't pay, man. If I wasn't married and had kids, I'd be out on the street like Tommy G, man. I'd love doing that shit. I'd be out there doing it. You get him on, those views will be off the chart. Everybody's heard his story already, though, right? From his channel, all the people that have interviewed him. Will it really change your channel? How about Tommy Reynolds? How about if we bring Tommy Reynolds on? Would that help us? Would that boost him up a little bit? We don't want no Chiefs fans in here, bro. Chiefs Kingdom, get him out of here. Like Trump, get him out of here. I'm just messing with you, man. Go Bills. Sammy the Fool is washed up. Nah, he washed up. Yeah, everybody's heard his story already. You know what I mean? I would like to get a couple of these other dudes on. Chef G. It'd be nice to have him on here, right? I was corresponding with him a little bit, but maybe Sleepy Hollow. Do an update on Troy Kell. We got a real good documentary coming out Saturday night. I'm not going to put it up Sunday night because of the playoffs. I'm going to try to do it live from where I'm at, where I'm going to be at. We'll try to do that from wherever I'm going to. You'll know where I'm at when I get there, okay? I'll let you know where I'm at. We'll start walking around. I'll try to do it live probably Saturday morning. We got the video on Sunday. Tuesday night, I'll come back for another live. Got some videos lined up. I wanted to interview my brother and do it in person. I got the cameras, everything. But I'm still learning. And I think when I kick that off, I'd rather do it in a studio. We're going to be doing in-person interviews, bringing people in. I think that it'll probably be a good thing for us, right? Really, man, I love doing this stuff. And doing these videos, these short videos in the morning on the news, what's going on in this crazy-ass world. I like doing those. We'll also talk about the dude in New York City, right? Been arrested 87 times. This is the shit that I'm talking about, man. You got to be careful, man. There's a doc on Prime about Irish gangsters. What's the name of it? You ever read Patty Whack? That's a crazy book, right? Are there still Irish gangs in America? Yeah. Go down to Oklahoma. What do they call them dudes down there? The Irish mob? Been around a couple of them crazy dudes. Yeah, I'd like to bring Chef on, man. Who's going to be in the Super Bowl? Be honest, I think you might be shocked. I'm hopeful that the Bills are going to be there. I think the Bills have the potential to be there, not just because I'm a Bills fan. I deal with reality. Can they beat the Ravens? They can. Should do more videos on the law for beginners. I was at that Ravens game, right? And you got to remember, at halftime, we stopped the Ravens. We scored. We stopped them again. We were driving. We were on their 40 and do that stupid-ass flea flicker. And it seemed like just the momentum, the fans, everybody was just like it was over, and then they just let them, do whatever they wanted to do. But still keep in mind, we beat the two best teams in the NFL in both divisions, right? The Chiefs and the Lions. So be ready. Man, you're not a soccer fan. Man, I played soccer in prison every year, brother, winning championships with the But the Paisas, we had good teams, man. Oh, Rocky Top. Nah, I don't think the Broncos are going to be as tough as you think, man. They got that rookie quarterback, not bad, right? He's got a rookie quarterback over there, right? Not bad. They pounded the third stringers on Kansas City, so people are like, oh, no, the Broncos now. Come on, bro. They're coming to Buffalo, homie. They're coming to Buffalo. It ain't going to work out, man. I don't think it's going to work out. And then we're going to probably see Baltimore, because you know Pittsburgh ain't going to beat them dudes, right? We'll probably see Baltimore. But I would love to see someone beat the Chiefs before. I would love that, because then, hey, the road to the Super Bowl is through Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Skip Bayless. We're talking about football. We're talking about sports. How many people believe? I don't know, dude. I'm not like banging on chicks or nothing like that, or trying to, like not like give her story credit. I guess you know what I mean. There's a lot of stuff going on over there. They're saying Skip Bayless, right? And I think Skip, man, I don't really care for Skip, to be honest with you, but I do think he's an intelligent dude, right? But 1.5 million. Well, I mean, you need a couple dollars. I'm just joking, man. Don't take that serious. I mean, would he really offer a hairstylist $1.5 million? The lawsuit filed in Los Angeles. Plaintiff Shin Fariji including alleged offering her $1.5 million for after she told him of a cancer scare in 2021. What? Skip said he can't have as many wives as a Muslim. Skip! No, don't say. I didn't read that. Is that true? Come on, Skip. I mean, he could always take his shahada. You know what I mean? Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah. Get China Mac on. Men will do some crazy things for women. You know this, Chad. Man, listen, bro. I understand that. But 1.5 million, this dude was all the way up, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how true that is.
Don't forget your headphones.
I got you. She just said, don't forget your headphones. Okay. I won't forget them. Gary Davis in the house. Hit that like button. Packers are the GOAT. I don't know. I remember I told you this on Blood on the Razor Wire TV. I think the Eagles are phenomenal. But for some reason, I think them Vikings might surprise some people. You never know. You never know. Anything can happen, right? Skip a clown. Yeah, I don't really care for Skip, man. There's a couple people, and that other dude, what's his name, loves the Chiefs with the long hair. I don't like that dude either. You know why? I don't like a lot of these people because a lot of them are full of shit. A lot of them just make up stuff. A lot of them are like, you can get into the MVP debate, Allen against Jackson, and, who's the most valuable player. And they're like, his stats. Well, what about Josh Allen's stats last year, right? And you know what, man? This is life. This is the real world that we live in. We live in a crazy racist world, man. It's the world that we live in, right? So, there's some people on this side, there's some people on that side. Instead of calling it what it is, call it what it is. And I don't, man, now we're talking about football because we're talking about Skip Bayless, right? So we're talking about football now. And this ain't a football channel, but we're going to talk a little bit, I guess, about a little football. And then I'll do some question and answers. Just want to do a little live tonight because I'm going to be taking off and want to make sure that, we stay relevant around this joke around here. Because I do feel that we're going to start doing some big things, man. Like the true crime stuff. We're going into the studio for in-person interviews. We're going to go out on the street, do stuff on the street. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I told you guys this 1,000 times, man. Like, I love doing YouTube, man. I like it. I really enjoy doing this. It's like my outlet, I spend my money on football games, food, and my time on the same things and this. Although your boy has lost a bunch of weight, so just put that in your book. V-Dog Chad won't understand a word. V-Dog Chad won't understand a word. What? Get the likes up. Hi, Chad, from David in Dublin. The one who knew your blood on your book was the shape of my country. That's what's up, man. Hope all is well for you over there. Thank you, Kane. Detroit Buffalo Super Bowl. F the Chiefs. Man, listen, Detroit's tough. I like their coach, hard nosed. Like, bro, we're going to go in here. We're going to do our thing. What's going on with Trump? You know what's going on with Trump. They're trying to send Trump to jail in a couple days. What? I don't know what they're going to do. Man, that's why I'm telling you. Like, people are like, man, no way they could send the president to jail, right? Why not? They can go take him over there for sentencing. Is it possible Trump goes to jail for a day? I don't know. What would that be like? Secret Service is going to have to be there. They're going to have to, come on, man. What are they going to do? Lamar Jackson has Derrick Henry to hand the ball to. He had 1,900 yards rushing. Josh Allen's the Bills. Simple. You know, a lot of people say, hey, man, if the Josh Allen wasn't in Buffalo, they wouldn't. I don't agree with that, man. As a Bills fan, I want him to get the MVP, right? I want him to get the MVP, but I don't think that it should be based on the fact that, well, the Bills would suck if it wasn't for Josh. Man, you got James Cook over there. You got some people over there catching the ball. I just don't believe that the Bills suck without Josh Allen. I think he's, he gets the team going. He's a great quarterback, one of the best to ever play the game. In my opinion, better than Jim Kelly. He's the best Buffalo Bills quarterback ever of all time. But I also believe that the team is still good. And if they had another quarterback that was good, they'd still be good. Okay, I see you, brother. I appreciate that. Chad, have you ever talked to Kelly after he took you under his wing? No. He took me under his wing for a day, bro. Like he's gonna show me the ropes, you know what I mean? But no, I haven't, man, and he was a pretty good dude, actually. So yeah, I wanted to start the new year off with the channel, man. In-person interviews. I wanted the first one to be with my brother. It didn't work out that way, but we're definitely going to be in the studio soon. We're going to be doing in-person interviews. We're going to invest some money over there, and we're going to do this thing the right way because I like doing it, man. And if it works out, great. If it don't, we're still having fun. We're still all part of the Blood on the Razor Wire family, and it is what it is. You know what I mean? YouTube will pay for the studio. We'll make enough money to pay for the studio. We're all right with that. KC won because the refs give them every bullshit call. Chad Rogan. Man, listen. That's who you guys don't know, man. I was a political junkie in prison, man. I was on them politics. Tough, man. No, I don't mean prison politics. Once upon a time. But, no. I mean, I was on that news, man. I watched the news. I didn't really watch TV in prison. Let me see what this is. Oh, God. Let me get rid of this. I don't know, man. If you want to come here and talk shit, man, go somewhere else. We're all right. KC can't be stopped. No, they can't. Not even by the Bills, right? Didn't the Bills stop them already? Chad, who had the best hands in the USP system? Let's do that tonight now, right? We talked a little bit about Skip Bayless, man. I think that's a crazy-ass story. Corey, I'm going to answer that question, right? We're going to talk about that, right? We'll give you some perspective. Who had the best hands? I said this before. I think Adam Oliveri was a pretty tough dude. You know what I mean? I want to see what this dude's saying. No, you could let him rock, man. Oliveira's all right. Let him rock. I have a garbage can right there. I want you to think I'm spitting on my floor. And for those that don't believe me, I'll just show you because a lot of people are like, "Oh no, there ain't no garbage can in there." We gotta show. You gotta show and prove on YouTube, man, or else they'll bash you. Okay, so let me see. All right, I think what happened in Louisiana is a taste of things to come. Better than Jim Kelly. At least my Jets beat the fish. Did you hang with mob guys in the feds? I hung with Chad in the feds. Was I very good friends with some of them? Tommy Reynolds was one of my very, very best friends ever in prison. My buddy. You'll see him soon. Sooner than you might think. Yeah, I do want to answer. All right, so the dudes on death row, do I think it's fair to their families? Let me ask you this question, because there's a big debate, right, about the death penalty. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I think it sucks that the government can say, hey, you know what? We're going to put you to sleep. I think that's like, wow. Another man can put another man to sleep. I don't believe in that shit in the street where dudes are running around shooting each other, and I just think it's horrible. I think it's horrible that the government can put you to sleep. I really believe that. Is it fair to the families? When you put a person to sleep, let's think about this, right? Terre Haute is death row. But we're going to do some question and answers tonight. So if you got questions, let's do it, all right? An eye for an eye, in my opinion. Some people feel that way. I want to say this, right? As far as the death penalty goes and the families, let's say someone did something to your family, right? And the government puts them to sleep. We'll use Kabani Savage for example, right? Let's say Kabani Savage, that was your mom or your niece. You personally would want to see this dude put to sleep, right? But what does it do for you? Ask yourself that, right? They put him to sleep. What does it do for you? He's in a cell for the rest of his life. He's no longer a threat to public safety because he can't do shit. He's in a concrete mausoleum. He can't do shit to you, right? Just sitting there every day like, damn, man, them people about to kill me, man. What are you really living for, man? Where's your hope? You know, some people might not be able to understand this, right? Because I had 40 years, I couldn't understand it either. And sometimes I used to feel like, damn, man, I don't even want to be here, right? It's a special needs yard too now, yes. It's a dropout yard, yep. Sean Winters Fed pay for funeral for your, huh? Get the fuck out of here, man. So anyway, you know, dude sitting on death row, when they put him to sleep, does it make you feel better? Does it change your life for that day? Does it? Does it make the family feel better? Like, damn, man, Kabani killed, you know, my mom, or he killed my niece and them kids. Like, dude, really, you only want it because you want get back. You're angry, you want get back, right? And I've said this time and time again. People that do stuff to kids and elderly people and put them to sleep, I guess, you know, I guess it's just a crazy way to feel. Because some days I feel yes and some days I feel no. How many people feel that way if you really sit back and think about it? He can see his family, the victims can't. That's why. I respect your opinion. I 100% respect your opinion. And if something did something to mine, I'd probably feel the same exact way. But and then, you know, it sucks because you might know someone. You might have been in prison with somebody that was in your unit, and you know that dude. Like, man, dude was an all right dude. Oh, bro. The last Boy Scout, those dudes are the horriblest dudes ever. That's, you know, that's some real weirdo shit, and that's some horrible shit right there, man. And they're in that Georgia State prison system, boy. They're gonna kick that ass, boy. They're gonna be in the choir. Skin flutes. They're gonna be in the choir over there. I can tell you that right now. And they're probably gonna enjoy it. They're going to enjoy that, right? So, on the death penalty, man, every day I feel differently, man. But when you're in a unit with someone or you meet someone, you're like, damn, you know this dude for a year or 2 years. You're like, man, dude's an all right dude. And then they do some wild shit. And you're like, damn, man. And now dude's on death row. You're like, damn, they're going to put dude to sleep, man. They're going to put Ricky Fackrell to sleep. Like, man, Ricky was an all right dude, man. He was a good kid, man, that had a fucked up life. Does that justify him taking someone else's life? Hell no. Hell no. So, and I said this in my video about Kabani Savage. I did. I felt like he should probably be put to sleep, man. I felt that way, man. He did something to some kids, man. I think, yeah, man. But what is it? How does it make you feel, though? Does it change my day? It doesn't change my day. So a lot of times we want our death penalty, right? Because we want revenge. We're a revengeful people. We want violence. And, you know, the Romans back then, you know, go watch Gladiator 2. They wanted it. They loved it. They had calloused hearts, man. They didn't care if you lived or died, man. It's just hard when you know somebody and then you're like, damn, dude was a good dude, man. Like, what happened? And you look at the circumstances, you're like, damn. And then you're like, well, man, yeah, go ahead and put dude to sleep, you know, put everyone to sleep. I don't know. What about Joe Biden? You must be a monster and the crime must be undeniable. I think Kabani Savage is a monster. I do. But does it change anything for the families by putting Kabani to sleep? No, it's just like, I don't know. I can't even think. You know, I consider myself an intelligent dude, right? But I can't even think about, you know, when it's, you know, like that it's, you know, here I am, stuck. It's hard to be like, yo, look, check this out, right? Dude's a savage, like his name. He should be put to sleep. He did some bad things to people. Did some bad things to kids, man. You know, and his ultimate penalty should be putting him to sleep, right? Some people feel that way, like put him to sleep. If Trump was the president, those dudes, I mean, Trump ramped that thing up before he left, right? And Kabani was probably lucky that he got saved because he was probably on the hit list. Trump, you know, at the end of his term, they ramped that thing up and they put people to sleep. These dudes would definitely be put to sleep under Trump. They would not have a second chance, straight up. But what is their second chance? I mean, if you really want, do you really want them to put them to sleep, or would you like them as a family member to suffer? Because I can tell you right now, being in a cell 24 hours a day watching TV, or you get wrecked here and there, walk out in the little, you know, dog kennel. Dude, that shit's worse than dying to me. I believe in the death penalty, but also I've been to prison in Georgia, and I think it is way more punishment to have to do. That's what I was just saying, to do life in prison rather than be put to sleep by the government, period. It's, dude, you know, some of them prisons, living in some of those prisons, wow, man. Could you imagine that? Man, some of the stuff they do, like there's certain videos I can't put up over here, man. They won't let me, you know? Like they had one dude tied to the pole, had another dude, man, said he was stealing, they're beating him. It's like, wow, man, wow. Crazy, you know? But like I said, man, I did all that time in federal prison, did almost 18 years, right? I met some dudes, man, where you're like, man, this dude's a good dude. He really doesn't, he probably don't really even belong in prison, right? Like, damn, dude messed up, man. He did some bullshit, man, one time. Now he's got 30 years. It's crazy, man. Gary Davis, 18. It is the death penalty. It is, man. I mean, look, I tell people all the time, man, people are living to die. Most of them dudes don't give up about what they did, bro. They need to be dealt with. Corey, see, that's the difference, okay? I'm glad you made that comment because now I'm going to use two white dudes, right? I think that Chris Kramer probably don't give a fuck about what he did. And that's probably why he'll never get out of the ADX. I think every time I pay my taxes, probably not. And I don't want to pay my taxes while people are out, you know, doing their thing, man, and hustling, stealing, doing this, doing that, and they got a cell phone, and we're paying their rent, and they're living their best life, selling their food stamps. That shit sucks. People are selling their food stamps, but really, we bought them, right? I want them food stamps to go to the kids. So let's deal with the two white dudes now. Kramer, yeah, probably don't give a fuck. Should he be around people in population? I think he's a threat, man. Because I think he this is what I am. He's still trying to prove something. You know, so many young dudes, man, are trying to. We talk about defense mechanisms. You see it in prison. Dudes will start talking loud. You see it in the street. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been around places where I've heard people loudly speak, right? Man, I just did 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're on the phone, whatever. I already know what it is. But they're in a restaurant, right? I might be in a soul food. And it's a soul food restaurant I was at. You know what I mean? I was in a soul food restaurant. And there was a dude in there talking about he was on the phone talking about he did 20 years. You already know what it was. And there was a bunch of people in here. And I think he was trying to use that as a defense mechanism. And I think that's what it is with Kramer. That was his defense mechanism. I'm a tough guy. I got to tattoo my face so I don't look like a cop. But I think people like Ricky Fackrell, even though he killed 2 people in prison, right? He was involved in the thing with Kramer. And then, you know, he did the little I can't use my ski word because they've been banging that now. And he did that, and I don't think he meant for that dude either to go. But you know what? This is the world we live in. Prison, this is the prison world. I don't think Ricky meant to put that dude to sleep, but he did. And there's consequences for actions, right? But do I think Ricky Fackrell could make it back on a prison yard and do the right thing? Yeah, if he wasn't a gang member. If he chose a different route through the program. And, you know, there's dudes that drop out that don't debrief and all that shit. They just, man, they don't, man. Don't believe all that shit. Don't believe all that bullshit that you hear, all right? And there's plenty of guys. I mean, I'm really close with someone that was he was a big shot for SAC. He's no longer SAC. And he's like, dude, I didn't have to. You know what I mean? I didn't have to. You know, man, dudes in prison are some of the smartest dudes you'll ever meet. Them motherfuckers will trick your ass, too. Do I think if Ricky went to somewhere like Coleman or Tucson? Yeah, I think he'd be all right. If he stayed a gang member and went to somewhere like, you know, Beaumont, or he'd be living that same life. He'd have to. It's either kill or be killed, man, and that's the reality. It's either kill or be killed. Believe me when I tell you that. That's what it is. And usually when you're in a gang, any type of gang like that, eventually your card's going to play. You're going to see the interview tomorrow. Man, dude's got at this dude, man. Hit him in the back of the head with a rock. Split his shit open, 12 staples in the back of his head. Prison politics. You're going to listen to the interview tomorrow. It's a good one, too. I like the intro. The intro's fire. But I hope you guys, you know, you like the stuff that we do, man. Hero bro, caveman rules. Hero bro, caveman rules. Come on, Benjamin, man. You don't need me to ask that. If you're asking a question like that, it's because you're thinking you shouldn't be doing that. But you need some validation. You need someone to help you. And now you might come back with a joke and be like, man, I wasn't talking about sniffing drugs. I was talking about doing the Skip Bayless. The what? Oh, Skippy. When you're incarcerated, when you're fighting for your life because anything can happen at any time. And I've never been to the feds, but I've been some state places in Jersey. Yeah, you're fighting for your life. Sometimes in these penitentiaries, man, you're really fighting for your life. It's wild, man. So now I got this dude texting me right now that I was in prison with, right? We're going to talk about this dude. I ain't going to say his name. Text me, Chad, I need a little help, man. I'm struggling. Listen, bro. When we were in prison, you needed a lot of help because you were struggling because you was getting high. And now you're texting me. We're in Lexington together. You're telling me you need help, but I know what you're going to do if I help you. It's Jeff. And, you know, like, we helped this dude numerous times. Me, one of my buddies helped him. And you keep needing help. Man, I need some help too, bruh. Things ain't free out here. I need some help too. You going to help me? I know what you're using it for. If you really needed some food, man, maybe I'd send some food to your house. I need some help too, man. Christmas just went by, bro. I'm all the way broke. How am I going to help you? I can't help myself. When Chad let him do 15 out of the 20 years and off him when John was attacking Big Sandy, Chad, let me hold something. Let me hold something, man. Send me your DIN number, bro. All right, I'm going to send it over, man. Wait for it. It's going to come in Western Union, all right? If you give 8-1 odds that Bills don't win the Super Bowl. Oh, come on, Brayson. Come on, bro. I'll tell you one thing, bro. I'll bet you my chain they win it. You like that chain I got? That's my new Christmas chain. Ooh, that thing fire, Chad. You got rid of the 4-leaf clover, boy. Got the Bills joint on there. Go Bills. But anyway, man, you know, sometimes we just come in here and we kick it. I answer some questions. Any questions? Any more questions for tonight? Before we get ready to, you know, slide up out of here. Is 6x9 in Feds? Yes. I just got a new Rolex yesterday, but that chain is nicer. Bills have as good a chance as any. Okay. Any questions tonight? Any prison questions? How many Bills home games you been to? I go to almost every single home game. But I'm going to tell you guys the trick, though, and I sit in some good seats. If you wait till game day, those $700 tickets might be $150. You know what I'm saying? You might even get them for not that. What was it? The Jets game? Man, we ended up buying the tickets too early. We should have waited till the day of the game. Them tickets were like $87, bro, where we were sitting at. When Detroit beat Buffalo in the bowl, you gonna rock a Lions hat? No, but I'm gonna be at that Super Bowl though. They ain't gonna beat the Bills, man. You didn't like that punishment we already gave you, man? Who in the right mind? That's the thing. People think you go to a Bills game and it's freezing. Dude, I ain't never been cold, bro. I wear my snow pants. If you go to a Bills game, wear your snow pants, bro. Bring some little hand. I don't even wear gloves. I don't know why I don't get cold. I don't. You ever done anything on Chase Sosa from Mass? No. Do you feel the ADX should have been more stricter? No, I don't. Can I get off if I was never Miranda right advised by cops before questioning? Depends on if there's any evidence. They cannot read your Miranda rights and not find anything on your person. So there's nothing to suppress. Yeah, why didn't you give me the tickets? Oh, Tim, those aren't my tickets, bro. Those are a very close friend of mine's tickets, and she was trying to sell them because she has to have a surgery. I don't know what happened with Mr. Young. Patriots fan, okay. Big Sandy, of course, J.P. Losman. Big Sandy was definitely a dangerous place, man. You know why those places are dangerous, though? Because there's so many people in there that are dummies. What? There's a lot of dummies in prison, man. There's a lot of dummies in prison. A lot of dudes that are miserable, just looking to commit some violence. And then when they go to the hole, like, damn, this sucks, man. I probably shouldn't have done that. And then they get out and they think that's the cool thing to do around all the homies. You know what I mean? I enjoy your content, Chad, and you're very knowledgeable about the federal prison. Thank you, Corey. Yeah, I mean, this is why these places are messed up. This is why these places are dangerous. They just had a stabbing in Pollock, right? The Muslims stabbed each other. I think one was from Ohio. This is 2 days ago. How you know that stuff, Chad? That ain't out in the news. I just know it. I just know it. That's what it is. So, anyway, man, I appreciate everybody coming in. Stay tuned to the mob content tomorrow if you're into it. Joe Bush is my buddy, man. Joe Bush has been my buddy for a long time, brother. Big Joe. Almost lost Big Joe, man. Got sick in prison. They came and read him his last rites like it was over with. And Joe bounced back. Then he got sick again. And then he bounced back again. Joe's a good dude, man. Hey, man, we might even do some podcasts out of the reentry house. We're going to definitely do some programs over there. We'll do a bunch of stuff, man. Definitely appreciate everybody coming in here, man. I told you guys this a long time ago. The channel is growing. And I think, putting the shorts together, putting the videos at the end of those, they help out. doing, relevant, content, relevant conduct, doing relevant content every day. I think it matters. We're going to start doing some in-person interviews. We're going to have a studio. I promise you that. So anyway, stay tuned, man. Blood on the Razor Wire TV. You already know what it is. Tell your kids that you love them tonight. Call your mom tonight. Say, Mom, I just want to let you know I love you. Tomorrow's never promised. Call your father tonight. If you got a father, man, you're blessed, man. Call your dad and say, hey, Dad. He say, hey, what's up? So I just thought I'd call you just to tell you I love you. You know how that makes a person feel, man? Like, damn, man. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? And if you guys want to tell me in the comments that you love me, man, I really appreciate that. I'm joking, man. I'm joking. But anyway, man, nothing but love for everybody. It's not my channel. It's our channel. We grown it. We grew together. You know what I mean? We're growing up together. And hopefully, man, this thing will do a little bit better when I start doing the in-person interviews. Danielle Goebel. Danielle Goebel was with me one time. Do you remember that thing, Danielle, on Myrtle Street on the corner before we go? Man, that was a crazy day, right? That was I ended up, yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you the story real quick, right? My neighborhood I grew up in, I get in a little beef with this dude. He wants to fight me and shit. And he goes, he takes off. He comes back with two cars full of dudes. A bunch of black dudes jump out. And they're like, oh, shit. What's up, Chad? My name's Bumper. I just got out of USP Victorville. Email me, bro. How much time did you do over there? Laugh out loud. 30 years ago, we really grew up. Yeah. So dude goes, gets all these dudes. They jump out of the car. Some of the dudes box at the same gym I box at. Some dudes go to high school with me. And they're like, oh, no, man, we ain't running down on Chad, man. And, man, I don't know, Danielle. What happened? Danielle will tell you. What happened, Danielle? My email is freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. If any of my mods are in here, could you please put that up for me? freedomfighterspc@gmail.com. Because my keyboard, I'm going to show you guys where my keyboard's at, right? Keyboard's right there, and it's hard for me to put the phone there and then keyboard it up. Anyway, so if you can, new subscriber, Henry Hill, man, we appreciate you. Since you're a new subscriber, send me an email at freedomfighterspc@gmail.com, and I will send you an audiobook narrated by the best narrator there is, me. Let me see if I can just put my email up. Because, man, where's my moderators at tonight, man? Maybe they didn't get an update. Freedom Fighters. Where's the white Denzel at? PC@gmail.com. Now, I was going to take off. You know what I mean? All our regulars ain't here tonight, man. Let me see if I could pin that message. Boom. Man, halfway house, reentry house looks so nice, man. I'm so happy about it, man. I feel really good inside. Shoot. Okay, shoot. Send me an email right now, bro. If you send it to me right now at that email, I'm going to send those 2 audiobooks tonight, and then we're going to call it a night. Blood on the Razor Wire TV, man. I appreciate everybody. Have a good night, man. Stay tuned. We got some big things coming. I promise you that. Gary Davis, man, I appreciate you always here, man, supporting the channel. Blood on the Razor Wire TV with respect. Until tomorrow, we're out.